In the wake of EFF leader Julius Malima's forceful removal from parliament, Burkina Faso's revolutionary president, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, has broken his silence, and in doing so, publicly embarrassed and politically cornered South Africa's head of state. When you remove the voice of the people, you expose the weakness of the state, Traoré reportedly said in a scathing message that has since gone viral across African social media platforms. Malima's removal, described by some as a political purge disguised as parliamentary procedure, sparked backlash across the continent. Footage of security forces dragging the fiery EFF leader from the chamber has been met with outrage by pro-democracy activists and Pan-African youth movements. Yet while President Ramaphosa remained silent, offering no official statement about the events, Ibrahim Traoré didn't hold back. South Africa is the birthplace of African democracy and resistance, Traoré continued. To silence Julius Malema is to silence a generation that still believes in justice, land, and economic liberation. His words, sharp and deliberate, were seen as a direct rebuke of Ramaphosa's leadership and his failure to protect political expression, even when it comes from his fiercest critics. Across TikTok, X, formerly Twitter, and Pan-African forums, the message exploded. Young Africans rallied behind Traoré's unapologetic stance, flooding social media with hashtags like #IStandWithMalema, #Traoré speaks truth, #Ramaphosa silenced. Memes, videos, and side-by-side comparisons between the 36-year-old Burkinabe leader and the 72-year-old South African president have created an avalanche of commentary, with many praising Traoré as the true voice of African resistance. Inside the ANC, Traoré's public challenge has created discomfort. Sources close to the presidency report that Ramaphosa was furious about the international backlash but feared responding would escalate tensions. Analysts now say that Ramaphosa's silence on Malema's removal, and Traoré's loud response, has further weakened the president's already fragile credibility, both at home and abroad. Traoré embarrassed Ramaphosa not with insults, but with conviction, said political analyst Dr. Noma Masiko. He said what many South Africans wish their own leaders had the courage to say. This is not the first time Traoré has taken a public swipe at what he calls neo-colonial collaborators in suits. In past speeches, he's accused older African heads of state of being tools of Western influence and betraying liberation values for economic favors. With Malema's removal and the ANC's desperate scramble to hold on to power post-elections, many believe South Africa has now become the next battleground in Africa's ongoing struggle between revolutionary leadership and political elitism. Malema has vowed to fight his removal and take legal and political action. Meanwhile, the silence from President Ramaphosa grows louder by the day as young South Africans increasingly ask, why is it Traoré, not our own president, who defends our democracy? In this defining political moment, the lines have been drawn. On one side, a rising revolutionary voice from West Africa. On the other, a president accused of watching democracy crumble on his watch. Ibrahim Traoré didn't just speak. He silenced Ramaphosa without raising his voice.